and we didn't know we'd be drafting Ryan Whitney and Marc-Andre Fleury, Evgeny Malkin, Sidney Crosby, and Jordan Staal,
and Jonathan Staal,
and Angelo Esposito in the following 5 drafts. But here we are, and tonight we're going to have a wonderful time, I hope. But first, we're going to talk to the players, and I'm sure that's the big reason you're here. But I'd also like to talk to you right now about the arena, the new arena. We're going to show you a couple of slides of some of our plans so far. Our plans are underway. There's a lot of work left to do. In a few minutes, David Morehouse, our team president, will talk to you about how you can be involved in our planning. But first, we want to show you some of our thought process so far as it's come along in the new arena. And so, if I could see the first slide, please.
Woohoo!
This is the rendering of the outside look. Now, this may change quite a bit or not very much. We don't know yet. But what will be a fixture here is this largely glass front, a large atrium where you can go inside from a terrace out in front, walk inside, and you'll get a vision of the activity inside the arena from outside. And when you're in, you get the wonderful view of the church in the foreground and the great skyline of Pittsburgh. We just feel that's the centerpiece of the exterior look to this new arena. And that atrium idea, in part, was inspired by one of our trips to one of our many arenas in the National Hockey League that had a large atrium in Buffalo. The next slide.
Boo! Can we have the ice bowl here?
This is the current diagram of the main concourse and the lower bowl. And as you can see up there, there's 2 large blue sections across the center part of the arena, and kind of a teal-colored sections down to the ice. The teal-colored sections are what we're planning for our igloo seats as you see them now, but instead of having the lounge area in a bunker kind of a setup where they are now, they'll be up behind on the main concourse, so when you're up there you can still look back at the game, not miss any of the action, and yet the club seats will still be in the great position that they are.
Shut up, rich people.
At each end, you may notice that it's very open, and we got that idea from a couple of arenas, most notably in Minnesota, in St. Paul, Minnesota Wild, where, again, if you're standing up in the concourse, you're not seeing walls. You can be up there having a hot dog or a beer or a soft drink, and you can be looking down at the action, not missing any part of it. Again, giving you that open feeling in the entire arena. We'll have a whole range of seating, different types, regular seating, the igloo seats, as we said. There'll be some loge seats in the end. That's the olive kind of a color shade there, just as we have these little sections here above the exits. If I can go up to the next level. This is the suite level. There'll be a ring of suites, and they'll be about 2/3 of the way to the ice from where they are now. A whole lot closer, nicer, much closer to the action. And over here on the bottom left, we're looking at putting our signature restaurant, which, if you remember the view from before outside, that is where you'll see from the restaurant right downtown to the major beautiful buildings that Pittsburgh has.
Let's party!
Now we'll go up to the second level, and there really is only a lower bowl and a second level other than the ring. We want to keep the height of the building down. We want to keep it intimate. And here, again, we saw this in Phoenix, we saw it in Minnesota. Just great sight lines, open on the concourse again, so you can look down. And over in the bottom corner here, with probably the best view of the entire city, will be a bar concession area. But it'll have great views, and so these are some of the thoughts we have. I don't want to suggest that this is carved in stone, because it isn't, but this is the kinds of things we're trying to do. And throughout the arena, in our choice of seating, we want to make sure you have lots of leg room, good width to your seat.
Cup holders!
Our commitment is to have the most comfortable seating in the National Hockey League.
Cup holders?
Not sure. But we also, we want to really concentrate also on the experience. The scoreboard will be a vast improvement, both in resolution, size. The audio system will be spectacular. The lighting will be much improved. Everything we're doing is trying to create a wonderful fan experience, and of course not just for hockey games, but for all the other events here. So that's where we are. As you've seen, there's a demolition going on, and we hope that that demolition is completed through the winter and into the late spring, early summer at the latest. We start building in earnest so we can be open and ready well enough in time for the 2010-11 season. And hopefully we have a couple more Stanley Cups to put on the wall when we get there. As Staggy said, you know, it's been a long process to get this new arena, especially no more tents in the last 8 months. I want to introduce David Morehouse, our team president, and David has played an integral role in this, and it's been a team effort. It's been a challenge, but we got there. We got there today. And David, please come up and talk to us about how the fans can be involved.